this is Julie from Hawaiian Beach Walk. Hope you're having a good day today. Today I'm going to share with you just a single layer card. One of the things that I do at our Cards of Faith ministry is we do cards sometimes for prisoners, and in doing that you need to make sure that you follow the rules in the sense of making the cards. Like, they can only have single dimensional cards usually, depending on the facility. You need to check with them, and you can't have any glitter, and so it makes it kind of difficult sometimes because I'm so used to being able to do layers and things like that, but this one I'm not able to. So what I'm going to do is try and create a card, and I'll be honest, I haven't even designed this yet, so this is off the cuff, so hopefully this goes well. All right, so anyway, so we're going to start first with this stamp set called Lovely Inside and Out, and I had actually seen this done on YouTube, this stamping pattern, which I really liked, and so I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can do it. And so I'm going to start with Night of Navy, and see how this goes. Okay, all right, so I'm just trying to make my own design pattern with this, because I'm going to do this now in the center to try and just get this evenly spaced. Like I said, because I'm not able to use designer series paper on this card. Okay, so not too bad. Not perfect, but it'll work. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this off. That's one thing you want to make sure, that every time you use a stamp, and then you're going to use the same stamp but in a different color, make sure you clean your stamp off. So I'm just using this as the stamp and scrub on the side. I make the wet spray mist, and then I clean it off here, and then I dry it off here on this side, and then you get a nice clean stamp. Alright, so, but I'm going to keep this Night of Navy open because we are still going to be using that. And then I think I'm going to use Tempting Turquoise. Let's see how this works. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. Oh, let's see. I think I'm going to try and do this closer to this. Maybe. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. There's never a wrong, you know. You just kind of just design as you go along. We'll see. I'm not quite sure if I'm doing this right, but wow, who knows? Actually, it's really kind of funny because a lot of times when I start cards, I'm just cleaning my stamp off again. When I start cards and I have like one idea in mind, and then something doesn't work out, so I end up with something else. But then I really like that design, so. The only thing that is hard is that when I do make a mistake like this type of thing, I can't do anything over it because you're not able to like add, like I was saying, you're not able to add like a second layer of anything. So this is gonna have to work. Not thrilled, but it works. Okay, so I just cleaned my stamp off, so that's nice and neat. Okay. Now I think maybe what I'll do is, I think I'm going to round those corners. Here in the background, that's just my drawer. And also, I know you hear my air conditioning, and I'm really sorry because I know it makes a noise, but it is so hot. I just have to have it going. So anyway, so this is just a corner rounder that I use, and I'm going to just, I want it bigger, so I'm going to switch on the other side. There we go. How about that? Okay, I like that better. Right. And then, let's see. Okay. So then I think what I'm going to do is, it also has this sparkle, this sprinkle-like design. I think I'm going to add that to it also. So let me grab another block, and I'll add that. Let's see how that looks like. That way or that way? I think I like it that way, and I think I'm going to use Pacific Point. This is another blue color, which is really pretty. Because this particular gentleman, we have been sending cards to him now for, I want to say, maybe 3 years, I want to say. And we send every month, so, and we never send the same card twice. So we always have to come up with new designs, and that's for all of our recipients that we do. So it keeps me challenged, because I constantly have to think of new things. Okay, yeah, I kind of like that. All right. So it's done with that, and now I need to do something in the middle for the wording. I was thinking about doing, this is a new stamp set. I liked this Courage, and actually this stamp set was created by one of the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. She had reached her $1 million in sales, and so when that takes place, they get to design their own stamp set. So this was done actually in honor of her mother. So I was thinking about doing that Courage, and maybe we'll do that like in a black and kind of put it all around. And then I was going to put inside, with faith, all things are possible. So, you know, we always try to make sure we can send someone some hope and know that they're not forgotten, they are loved. And so we hope it brings a smile to their faces. Also, too, if you have at your church or a group that would like to be able to do something like this, we do it's for a Christian. Our church is a Catholic church, but for any Christian organization, we'll be happy to help you get started. If you'd like, we have found that people are really enjoying the cards, and we have been getting a lot of feedback, and so that's what keeps us going. That's why we keep on doing it. Let's see, that one. I'm trying to think, do I need any more? I think I'm going to stop there. Someone had told me one time, when you stop to think, oh, do I need more, that's the point to go, okay, stop. So I'm not going to do any more. I think that's going to be enough. Sorry about that. Okay, and oh, can't put that away yet, because we do have to do the writing on the inside, which will be the faith one. So get that stamp. And we'll put that on. Now, when ordering stamps from Stampin' Up, and there's usually 3 types of stamps. There is a wood mount stamp, there is a clear mount stamp, and then there's a polymer stamp. So a wood mount stamp, which I'll have to see if I have an older one here. Let's see. Is like this. Okay, so you actually have the wood pieces, and it's already mounted on here. Okay, that's the wood mount. This is called a clear mount. Now, I know it's not clear, and it does have the red rubber. However, it mounts on a clear block. All right, so this is a clear mount one. And then we also have the polymer stamps, which, hang on one second and I'll grab one to show you. Okay, so this is another new stamp set. So many shells love this one. Love, love, love it. I was so excited. I just got my order in yesterday, but this is awesome. And these are polymers, okay? And these also go directly onto the clear mount. Onto the clear blocks. Okay, so you can put these on here. Anyways, I'll be doing another video with this one soon. I just really love this set. All right, so let's do the inside. And then I will put the closing on that after that. Okay, so there's that card. Very quick and simple and easy. And like I said, this is a single layer. So if you need to do a single layer card for anyone, it's quick, it's easy. And actually, I really like this. I like this, how it turned out. And so anyway, so I want to share that with you. Also, you will see up here is a hostess code. So for the month of July, when you go onto our Stampin' Up! Online store, at the very end of the checkout, you can enter in this hostess code. From now, July 15th through the end of the month, for any orders who are over $50, you'll be receiving a 3-card kit that will enable you to make 3 cards that are going with another stamp set. I put a video on earlier today, so you'll be able to see these. You can watch the videos, and it gives all the details of that. Also too, for the month of July, for every $50 that you purchase, you will receive a $5 coupon from Stampin' Up! To be able to use in the month of August. So that's really a bargain. I tell you what, I love it because I don't like to leave any money on the table. I like to make use of all my money. So it's great because you can buy things now, and then you get a coupon that you can use next month to help save even more money for you. So that's a great option. And then also, the last thing I wanted to mention to you today for the month of July, if you so desire to become a demonstrator, they are also offering where first of all, your kit is $99 and you get $125 worth of product. That's a great deal, first of all. And then they also give you a free essentials gift pack, which is worth $72. And so it's 2 of the clear blocks, D block, and then you get grid paper, which is like this, what I'm working on top of. You get paper snips, which are these little scissors, which are awesome. The charm is mine, but these are awesome. Love them. A snail adhesive, which I don't have right next to me. Let me see if I can grab it real fast. And this is just your tape adhesive, like a runner tape. And very convenient. It's easy to use. So that is this. This is the snail. All right. Then you also get a bone folder, and also, let's see here, I can show you. The bone folder is here. Sorry, mine's been used, as you can tell, a lot. But that's a good thing, that's a good thing. And then they have this stamp set that you can get called Carols of Christmas. So this is awesome. This is actually not going to be available to everybody else, I believe, until September 1st. But if you're a demonstrator, you can get this now. So I just wanted to mention those things to you. I believe I've had them on my blog. on my website, but wanted to make sure that you're aware of those things. Anyways, I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. All right, bye-bye.